Attention Cleveland Browns fans, a major update has just arrived straight from the AFC North that could completely change the course of the season. Something big is happening, and it could have a direct impact on the Browns' journey toward another potential Super Bowl campaign. We're talking about a shift in the balance of power within the division, one that might cause one of our biggest rivals to stumble hard in the coming years. But before we dive in, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, make sure to subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're part of this family too. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share this with your friends. Now, let's get to the news. If you've been following the NFL landscape lately, you've probably noticed that the Cleveland Browns are once again at the center of a major shakeup. Andrew Berry criticized for questionable roster decisions. Now, a move that caused a stir across the NFL. Cleveland Browns general manager Andrew Berry made a bold decision during the draft, choosing not to select the expected Heisman Trophy winner. Instead, Berry orchestrated a significant trade with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This unexpected strategy involved trading the second overall pick, along with two other selections for the 5th, 36th, and a 126th overall picks, plus a 2026 first-round pick. When you're coming off a 3-14 record, like the Browns did in 2024, there will undoubtedly be a lot of questions for the front office and coaching staff, from a furious fan base that expected much more. The trade allowed the Browns to secure key players to strengthen their roster. By moving down just 3 spots, they added a defensive tackle and 2 promising running backs, Quinshon Judkins and Dylan Sampson. This strategic maneuver not only filled immediate gaps, but also set the stage for long-term improvements, thanks to the additional first-round pick in a future draft. Berry's decision was met with mixed reactions, ranging from skepticism to curiosity. The passed-over player was none other than Hunter, a two-way standout, playing both cornerback and wide receiver, hailed by some as a generational talent. However, Berry's choice reflected a deeper strategic plan, prioritizing long-term team development over the instant appeal of a single superstar. Exploring alternative draft strategies. During a CBS Sports discussion, Berry outlined the reasoning behind the trade. He laid out 3 possible draft strategies, highlighting the one he chose to acquire more assets to rebuild the team over multiple years. This approach mirrored successful strategies used by teams like Philadelphia and Detroit, who also benefited from accumulating draft capital to comprehensively strengthen their rosters. By selecting Michigan's Graham with the 5th overall pick, the Browns still managed to grab a top-tier talent, balancing the need for immediate contributors with long-term potential. Berry expressed confidence in the trade, emphasizing its significant long-term benefits for the Browns, especially as it aligns with the team's current life cycle and future aspirations. Impact of the trade on future seasons. The implications of the trade stretch beyond the 2025 draft. With the Jaguars finishing the previous season 4-13, Berry is betting on the team's continued struggles, potentially increasing the value of the 2026 first-round pick acquired in the deal. Both the Browns and Jaguars, who had winning records up until 2023 but have struggled since, are now in rebuilding and recalibrating phases. Naturally, GM Andrew Berry is the man expected to have answers to all these questions, and he has recently faced criticism for some of his questionable roster moves this offseason. Mac from Dog Pound Daily called out Berry on X, formerly Twitter, for letting Nick Chubb sign with the Houston Texans in free agency after a rough season due to an ACL injury, while giving Jedrick Wills 3 years of chances before he was finally benched. These were 2 entirely different situations that Mac twisted to fit a narrative. While this fan base adored Chubb for years, rightfully so, as he was one of the most dominant running backs of his generation, it made little sense for a 3-14 team to pay big money to a running back nearing 30, coming off a serious knee injury, and averaging just 3.3 yards per carry, especially after investing 2 high picks in rookie running backs during the 2025 draft. Wills, on the other hand, had just turned 26, was still on his rookie contract as the franchise's left tackle, and a former first-round pick. So it made sense for the team to give him continued chances to prove his worth. He had a strong start to his career and simply didn't look like the same player while battling injuries over the past few seasons. Winning heals everything if this team turns things around and the rookie running backs produce. The pain of losing Chubb in free agency will quickly fade. Reflecting on a game-changing decision, Andrew Berry's bold draft day trade is a testament to his vision for the future of the Cleveland Browns. By prioritizing depth and future assets over a potentially transformative individual talent, Berry reshaped the team's strategy for sustainable competitiveness. As both teams aim to bounce back from recent struggles, this trade will be a crucial factor in their trajectories, possibly defining the legacies of the GMs involved and the long-term success of their franchises. The true impact of this decision will reveal itself in the coming seasons as new players are integrated and future draft picks materialize, marking a significant